grateful for your love, 'cause you're making me brave when you say that I am enough. Every night close my eyes, know that I can do anything. When we're together, you know we're better, and we'll run this town someday. We could shoot for the moon to the tune of our own songs, melodies only we could sing inside us all along. Everything that I dream of seems so possible. With one foot in front of the other, gonna find our own way. Pour me champagne and let me dance. We're gonna celebrate, taking a chance. So kick off your shoes, let's have a ball. 'Cause those little things aren't little at all. We're gonna go beyond the stars, yeah, beyond the stars. Can we roast in the glow, showing up today? 'Cause it's hard to let down your garden love when you wanna run away. We could toast to the highs and the lows, how far we've come and how far we've yet to believe. So just stand up and say, pour me champagne and let me dance. We're gonna celebrate, taking a chance. So kick off your shoes, let's have a ball. 'Cause those little things are little at all. We're gonna go beyond the stars, yeah. Steal each breath. Cut through my skin and blow winter wind. Give me time here in the silence and freeze bitter sky. You won't find me. You won't find me.
Wow. What the hell? Oh my gosh. Look at that. Look at that crap. This is epic.
pass. Thank you. Hello. Can I pass, please? Don't worry.
Meet me in the sunrise. Meet me where
Bye. Whoa. What the hell? Yeah. Oh, more stairs. So many stairs. Fuck these stairs. I hate stairs. I hate stairs. Under waterfall. Wow. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Oh. Oh my gosh, there's a tunnel right there. I think it's like 1 kilometer. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh. One more. Yeah.
Want the wind to carry me far away from here, and as I fly, I'll take with me moments left behind. I want the sea to rescue me and carry me away. I'll let the waves wash over me and listen for the voices of the tide. Seasons they won't wait for me. Swiftly they pass by. With each new breath, new roads ahead, embracing every moment as my guide. your ways
This is fucking Madeira. Wind, rain, everything. Oh.
It never takes too long before I'm falling into your arms again. Stop trying to fight it, 'cause I think you kinda like it. It never takes too long before I'm falling into your arms again. Stop trying to fight it, 'cause I think you kinda like it. Oh, we've been here before, me knocking on your door with a flower in my hand, making all my demands, saying just the right amount of, can we work this out? And I'm headed up to here. I'll see you in a year. Then you turn away to leave, grab you by the sleeve, start to pull you in and say, this isn't how this ends. It never takes too long before I'm falling into your arms again. Stop trying to fight it, 'cause I think you kinda like it. It never takes too long before I'm falling into your arms again. Stop trying to fight it, 'cause I think you kinda like it. Oh, we've been here before, laying on this floor, distracted by sensations and locked in conversations. And I can't help myself, you turn me into someone else, and I'm falling on my knees, begging you, oh please. Then you turn away to leave, grab you by the sleeve, start to pull you in and say, this isn't how this ends. It never takes too long before I'm falling into your arms again. Stop trying to fight it, 'cause I think you kinda like it. It never takes too long before I'm falling into your arms again. Stop trying to fight it, 'cause I know you like it, like it, like it. I know you like it, like it, like it. Ooh. Maybe it's the time or the place,
There's the end of the journey. Nearly there. 10 more kilometers. Wow, what a journey. I'm at the end of Madeira, the Madeira island, and actually Madeira is not just one island, it's a region of 4 islands, and it's even actually not an island, it's a tip of submerged volcano. So it's a very special place here, and it's actually, yeah, the airport here is when there is an airplane, the airport here is very interesting because sometimes those airplanes, they can't land for the first try, so they try for second time, for third time, and sometimes when the wind is very strong, they just go to Canary Islands, to Tenerife, because they don't have enough fuel to make more rounds. Anyways, I wanted to say something else, that Madeira, yeah, it's actually more islands, it's a volcano, and it's one of 2 parts of regions of Portugal, like autonomous regions. One of them is here, the Madeira, and another one is Azores. They are a little bit farther, but it's an island in the ocean. It's, I think, 400 kilometers from Canary Islands, something like 700 kilometers from Africa, and 900 kilometers from Portugal, I think. But the closest region to Madeira is actually Spain, not Africa, not Portugal. And Madeira, in Portuguese, it means actually a wood, a forest. And it's very precise because this is very different than, for example, Canary Islands, which are very close, actually, like few hundred kilometers. Those are very dry, you know, but Madeira, it's super wet, super humid, it's full of forests, full of water, full of waterfalls. So, yeah, the name has it. And it's also very, very touristic. I think there are like 1.4 million of tourists each year coming here. As for 2024, I think it will be much more every new year and every another year, and that's why government is trying now to limit the amount of tourists for hiking, and they plan to charge money for using the trails here from 2025. I read that on some official website, but I don't know if it's already valid, but if it's just a plan. There are 300,000 people living here on Madeira, so it's not that much. But actually half of them, or more than half of them, are living in the capital, Funchal. But in other areas, for example in the west or north, the weather is different than here. So here on the south or east, it's more sunny, less rainy. Excuse me. So that's why most people are living here. For my purpose, I was interested looking only for hiking trails. As always, I'm not visiting cities or towns or culture or whatever. I'm just looking for hiking trails. And Madeira is very good for this because there are over 2,000 kilometers of hiking trails. Another specific is that when I was walking different trails in Spain, Portugal, Greece, whatever, it was usually one continuous trail, you know, from one point to another point, and that made like 150, 200 kilometers. But there is nothing like that here on Madeira. But there are dozens of small hiking trails which are from a few kilometers to maybe 30 to 20 kilometers long. So if you want to cross the island, the whole island from one side to another side, you have to, you know, make some planning and to connect different trails, and that makes it also unique because most people, they will choose different paths, different trails, and visit different places. So I made my own. Somehow I was just checking which places are nice, which are worth visiting, and connected it somehow. The base length was about 120 kilometers, but like always I extend it either on purpose when I see something nice, or I'm getting lost. Every time I get lost, even a few times, and then I have to go back, so it makes it longer, or I'm going for a meal somewhere to a town. So in the end it was like 140 kilometers. I have to count it later on precisely, but I think it was about 140 kilometers. I started in Seixal and finished here on the eastern part of the island at the pure end. What's here, that's actually another island. You can't get there in any other way than by a boat, and I even think that when you go by a boat, you are not going on the land, you are just, going around. They call it whale watching or dolphin watching because my camera dropped. Whatever. So there are many trails here, and you can connect them and to make one unique trail for yourself. Just be careful because some of them are closed. You have to check on the website. There are several sources. They say different things. So sometimes they say some trail is closed, but in reality is not. Sometimes it says that it's open and you come there and it's closed because there are, for example, fallen rocks or something like that. So you have to be careful on it, and when there is something dangerous you have to go around, and it can add kilometers to that, but that's part of Madeira. What I like about Madeira is that it's very variable, and you have here beaches, several types of beaches with stones or with sand. You have those very beautiful forests full of waterfalls and water and green and plants and animals. Then you have places with very nice views. I think the highest point is less than 2,000 meters, which is maybe not that much, but it's still very nice with beautiful views. Pico Ruivo, it's called Pico Ruivo. And you can pick, you can go around the island or you can go through it. Or what most people are doing is that they rent a car for a week and they are going and picking the places they want to visit. Disadvantage of this approach is that there are many tourists doing this. So most of tourists are on these places where the road leads. When there is a road or where there is town or some civilization, those places are totally overcrowded. And what works well is to go early. When you are going at 8 or 9, the latest, you are usually there alone. What happened to me was when I, for example, visited the most beautiful waterfall here, I was there at around, 8, 9, and I was there completely alone. But when I was going back, people are even started to go there in groups, so they were dozens of people. And it was around 10 or 11. So the best is to go early. On the other hand, on viewpoints, when you would think there could be the best sunrise or sunset, they are full of tourists for sunrise or sunset. So yeah, you will just meet many people here. I was very lucky on that most famous path in Madeira where everyone wants to go who is here, the trail from Pico Ruivo. That is full of tourists any time of the day, but there was a forecast saying that the day where I wanted to go, it will be raining a lot. And everybody, I checked many forecasts and all of them were saying that it will be raining. And even some people told me I shouldn't go there because it will be slippery, there are many stairs. But I went anyway, and in the morning it was very nice and it turned sunny. But when I finished it, in like 10 minutes, it got cloudy and super foggy, which like is quite normal here on Madeira. There is fog very often. And then it started to rain, and it was raining for the rest of the day and half of the next day. So I was quite lucky. There weren't many people at that time, but if it would be very nice weather projected by forecast, that would be much worse. What's also unique here on Madeira is that many of those beautiful trails, they are up and down all the time. There is a lot of elevation. One day I had 2,300 meters of elevation gain per 10 kilometers. That was the hardest hiking day I have ever had. It was ridiculous. For climbing Pico del Teide, it was 1,500 or less than that. Here it was much more than that, only on 10 kilometers. And not only that, it's not just, going up. The problem is that there are stairs here, and on most places the elevation is so high and the path is so steep that they are stairs. And walking on stairs, it's just so much more difficult and so much more tiring than just walking uphill, because you exhaust yourself more when you are doing steps, So my advice is, if you are going by stairs, somewhere hiking by stairs, and there are places here where you walk up and down the stairs for 2 hours straight, which is extremely exhausting, extremely tiring. What I recommend is, if you can, do short steps, and if there is a path or some place next to the stairs, just walk by it, because it's much more or much less exhausting and tiring doing small steps and just going this way than doing big step. That's very, very tiring. And also one tip which I recommended on Tenerife for hiking Pico del Teide, which was also very steep, is to get Coca-Cola. Again, I'm saying it again because it works really well. It's full of sugar, it's full of crap. I wouldn't recommend to drink it in normal life because it's just pure shit and it's nothing good for your health. But here, when you need energy, when you need fast energy, you usually need a lot of sugar. And Coca-Cola is full of sugar. And I think there is even caffeine added to it. There's so many airplanes. So take Coca-Cola with you and drink it all the time, and you will have much more energy. It just works. It's pure shit, but that's what we need. And don't make a mistake like I did. I bought 2 liters of Pepsi Cola for 12 euros. That was the most expensive drink I've ever had. But whatever, I took 2 liters of Pepsi Cola, and then I found out that there is much less sugar. There is like 20% of sugar than Coca-Cola. So yeah, it's much more healthy to drink it normally. If you would drink this shit, I don't know, with breakfast or dinner or whatever, what people do, poison your body basically. Pepsi Cola would be better because there is way less sugar. But for our purpose, when we need a lot of sugar, and I think there is that added caffeine to it, Coca-Cola is a much better choice. And better, I mean, just here for hiking, not for drinking normally. I wouldn't recommend that. What's also very nice here is that there are tunnels here connecting some trails. And some of them are like, I don't know, 10, 20 meters long, but some of them are really long that you are, I think, like over 1 kilometer. And they are over 40 kilometers of tunnels here. So I went through many. It's very nice change when you are walking there and suddenly there is tunnel. Just for those longer ones you need headlamp, and I also recommend to take poncho or something you can cover by it, because sometimes there is water dripping and you would leave the tunnel completely wet. There were people which got wet by that. Also, most people are going the direction from east to west, and if you are going the opposite direction like I did, it can happen that you can meet people in the tunnel. And in the longest one, actually, or one of them, I met a group of people that was like guided group of people in the opposite direction, and it's very narrow. So I had to pass like, I don't know, 20, 30 people, which was funny, but also not very, convenient to do there. And most of them, they had just sandals, and a phone instead of headlights. So that was funny too, but it can happen, yeah. And one more thing, a part of tunnels and waterfalls and these beautiful places here are levadas. Levadas are those paths for water, and they are, I don't know, 3,000 kilometers of them or 2,000 kilometers of them here, and they are made to supply by water from those higher places the towns which are below. So very often you go by those levadas where the water is flowing from higher parts to lower parts, and that brings the advantage that you have endless source of water here. You don't need to take, I don't know, 3 liters or 4 liters or 5 liters of water how you need on, for example, Canary Islands, because there is no source of water whatsoever. And sometimes you are going 40 kilometers, so without, between the sources of water. But here the water is basically everywhere. There are very few areas where you are walking more than, 5-10 kilometers without water. So that's very good for hiking, because you can take just half a liter or maybe 1 liter with you, and you don't need anything else than a filter, and you can filter water everywhere and drink as much as you want, which is great and convenient. So you have lighter backpack. When it comes to weather, you probably know that Madeira is very humid and very rainy and very cloudy, and the weather is changing very, very fast, very quickly. So even those forecasts are not very reliable, because it just started dripping water on me. There are few clouds and it should be sunny, the whole day should be completely sunny, and now I feel the rain, So it's just the example how it works here. Be prepared for it, because even when the forecast said that it will be sunny the whole day, funny probably too, but sunny the whole day, you can get really wet out of nowhere. And what happened to me was that I came to a place which was supposed to be partly cloudy and partly sunny. It was heavily raining there. It was actually the first day in Funchal, which is very well known for that. It's foggy. And it was raining out of nowhere, and a lot. But also, the rain can, when you just say screw it, I'm going farther, 1 kilometer later there is no rain, there is sun. So it's changing very, very quickly here. Be prepared for it. And also when you are going higher, it's like 1,800 something meters is the highest point. It could be quite cold in the night. So it's best to have several layers, a jacket, either a raincoat or poncho. I prefer poncho, or anything what will protect you from water. And what's connected to it is when to visit Madeira, when to hike it. Because if you do it from the autumn till spring, the probability that you will have rainy days is very high. It's raining very often here. I know people who came here to hike it on March, and the whole week was raining, and they had nothing from the hike. It's not pleasant, and you don't see anything. Everything is gray. So I had just 1 or 1.5 days of raining, and I'm here at the end of May. And that's actually I think, the best time to come to Madeira, because if you come earlier till April, you will have rain definitely. Most definitely there will be a lot of rain. If you come in June, July and summer months, yeah, it will be much less raining, but there will be much more tourists, several times more than now, and you don't want that. You don't want to meet people every 5-10 minutes or all the time, all day long. So I think the best compromise is like end of June, which I chose, and I think it was a good decision. It wasn't supposed to rain at all, it was, but that's part of the experience. There are many animals actually here. You will meet very often cows, which are living like wildly somewhere. Be careful, because they look friendly, they will let you come very close. But if you try to catch them, touch them, or to go too close, they don't hesitate, and they use their horns. And I experienced it on my own skin, and it wasn't pleasant at all. They are very strong, and when the cow tries to hit you with the horn, you feel like a piece of paper. You know, they are very strong. So don't come close to them. There are sheep, many sheep here. There are geckos, lizards everywhere. You will see lizards all the time. So many birds, a lot of insects, beautiful birds are here. There are even dolphins and whales. And I know that actually here on this island, there is living one species of seal, which is not living anywhere else on the world, only here. So, and I think there are more animals which are living only here, like some parrots or birds or something like that. So it's nice for looking for rare animals here. I found big crabs. So just today I was swimming in the sea finally, and there were that big crabs, very nice crabs. And also plants, you know, so beautiful, so colorful plants here, because it's so humid and so wet and it's raining so often, is that they are very green areas and forests and thick forests full of beautiful plants. You will love it if you like flora. This is one of the best places in Europe if you want to, I don't know, photograph or just watch flora. Beautiful plants here, really beautiful. Oh, and actually, in these deserted islands around, they are even big tarantulas. They are not here on the main island of Madeira, but on those islands around, they are tarantulas. You won't get there, so it doesn't matter, but I would like to see a wild tarantula, definitely. Also, I was checking how is it here with mosquitoes and ticks, and people often say that there are many mosquitoes and ticks here. I didn't see any. I think the first night there were a few mosquitoes behind the net in the tent, but maybe those were just flies, I don't know, but definitely I didn't see any mosquitoes, and I didn't get any ticks, which is surprising because ticks love, you know, green areas and forests. So yeah, no problem here. But to be sure, take something to take out ticks or mosquito spray or whatever. I wouldn't recommend here to sleep without the tent. I like to do it on hikes, but here the chance of rain is very high, even unpredictable, and also it's so humid that you would be completely wet even if it wouldn't be raining, just for that high humidity. So the best is just sleeping in the tent. And if you want to sleep wild camping here, it's forbidden around the whole island. Yeah, there are several campsites which you can use for free, but you need a permit for that. You can book it online for free. Usually some of them are booked out, so if you are booking them, I don't know, like few weeks ahead, most of them are full. But what's weird is that they are literally empty when you come there. So you can't book it because it's full, but when you come there, there is nobody, or maybe just one tent, very few people, usually like literally nobody. So probably many people are just booking them. Maybe they book several at once for one day, and then they choose the campsite which they want to sleep on. But it's very easy to sleep here in those campsites. Also, there are few spots which I slept outside of campsite, but it was on places where people were camping before, because I googled it and I never left anything after me. How it stayed, how I came and how I left, nobody would know that I was there. It's better to take enough food with you if you want to hike Madeira, because there are not many options to stock up on the hikes. Usually those trails, they are in remote areas and there are no shops. Those are just in towns, and those towns, they are not high in mountains. They are usually, you know, around the island. So it's the best to take as much as possible with you, or you can make some detours. With water, it's not any problem. If you manage to find some, you know, place to restock, for example at the Pico Ruivo, it's extremely overpriced, and they have just, you know, chips and cola and stuff like that, but no meals. But if you are in towns, or, you know, where they are real shops, the prices vary. Sometimes it's super expensive, much more than in our Europe, and sometimes it's cheaper. I don't know how they make these prices. The same with lunches. In bigger towns or cities, I think those are not cities except of the capital, just towns, the meals are actually very affordable. Usually there is not vegan option, but you can ask for some, or you can just find another bar or restaurant and ask them. I got vegan stuff a few times, so it wasn't a problem for me. But on other places, it was much better for vegans than here. Usually here everything is with cheese and milk, and especially fish. Many of those restaurants are just fish restaurants, and they are serving octopuses and crabs and all these poor animals. So better to get your own food if you can, or even cook on the way some dehydrated food or something like that. If you would like to sleep somewhere outside camps in civilization, you can use Airbnb or Booking. It's very expensive. I found the cheapest Airbnb in hostel for 30 euros, but a few days after I booked it, it was booked out already. Usually it's like 100 euros per night here, so it's maybe 70, but it's still very expensive here, because so many tourists are coming here and they can just set those prices high. When it comes to transportation, you have two options. One is buses. Those are between the towns it's easy, but if you want to go to the other side of the island to start the hike, or from there, they are usually going just few times a day, and it's not just one line. You have to switch buses, you will lose a lot of time by that. You can travel to the other side of the island from the airport for, I don't know, 6 hours with stops, because those buses, they are not after each other. You have to wait, you have to switch and all those things. So I chose Bolt here, which is like Uber. It was much more convenient. I got from the airport to the Seixal on the other side of the island for like 40 euros, but it saved me 5 hours during transportation. So it was much more convenient. It was more expensive, but for those 5 hours I could go much farther the first day of hiking, so it was worth it. And with transport, you have to come here by the airplane, and flights are relatively expensive. it depends, obviously, it's individual, but for me, I'm used to going for, 100 euros most, the most, usually less. I'm choosing those, cheap flights to travel to more places, not just one expensive. But here, the cheapest flight was 200 euros, but I think I paid nearly 300 euros or over 300 euros for both flights, which is very expensive, but yeah, in the end the experience is not much better, but it's so different and so beautiful here that it's just worth it. It's worth every single euro to come to Madeira. And I'm used to check those flights ahead, so you can buy it when it's cheaper, but for flights here it doesn't work somehow. They are expensive all the time, all year long. You can wait how long you want. They are just very expensive all the time, so you have to just pay that price. In the end, it will be probably more and more expensive every year, so I think the better, the earlier, the sooner the better. Also, in connection to that plan of the government to make those trails paid, you don't want to pay for hiking, and they are 2 points of views, and I understand them both. First is that asking people for money to go to nature, to those beautiful places, is ridiculous. Nature, forests, all these things, that's where we belong. We don't belong to cities, to towns. We belong here to the nature, to these beautiful parts of the world, not to concrete jungle in big cities. This is where we are supposed to be, where we're supposed to go. It fills you with energy, and this is just the place for people to be. And it's ridiculous when we are supposed to pay for it. And on many places, there are permits even for going somewhere. You have to book a permit to go to some nice place, which sounds ridiculous. On the other hand, I totally understand that they have to protect the area, and when there are too many people, too many tourists, too many hikers, they just destroy, the nature. The animals don't like it, and especially people with drones. That's the reason why I don't use drone. I would like to use a drone to have those beautiful shots from above, but it's just very disturbing for animals. And even here on Madeira, when you are close to roads or to towns, which are very touristic places, you found dirty tissues everywhere, in every corner. So I understand that the governments are trying to limit this somehow, to keep the nature clean and preserved and not let people to destroy it. Sometimes it's going too far, like for example in Corsica, I was always looking forward to go to hike through Corsica GR20 trail, but it's so limited there and so restricted there now that it's just not worth it, anymore, because you are not allowed this, you are not allowed that, you are not allowed to go there, you have to go at that time, you have to book that place to sleep. It's just not how it should be, but yeah, there are too many people, so they do this. Anyway, that's for Madeira. If you like hiking, multi-day hiking, I highly recommend this place. It was one of the most beautiful, if not most beautiful places I've ever visited. Some of the areas here are just breathtaking, especially those huge waterfalls and those mountain hikes when they are very narrow paths and views, like, with that fog below. So I highly recommend this. If you weren't here yet, come and explore this beautiful island. It's well worth it. My other plans for this summer, it's Dolomites. I would like to hike that Alta Via trail, and I'm going there in July, probably the second half of July, so there will be another movie. I also want to make a road trip around Europe. I would like to visit those very nice spots in Switzerland, France, Spain, Portugal, go by the shore back through Italy, Croatia, Slovenia is beautiful, and make like big road trip for maybe 1 or 2 weeks if there will be time. For the autumn or early autumn, I would like to go to Crete to hike the coast of the Crete, and for winter I'm planning to come back to Canary Island, which I've hiked before already, and that's Gran Canaria. There was one of my, or maybe the first hike I made, but it was just short one through the island, and it was like 60 kilometers only. That's the official path, but this time I want to explore the middle of the island and make it at least 120, 140 kilometers, because they are very nice places to explore. And going to Canary Islands in winter, that's my tradition now, because in our place in Czechia it's very cold and dark, you know, and the days are short. So for Christmas I like to go to Canary Islands, because there the weather is usually sunny and the days are long and it's full of energy, and you get some tan, you know, and you are on the sun, so it's very nice to go there for winter, especially winter Christmas. So that's it. There is one more thing I would like to say, and it's I'm opening right now on YouTube the members section. I have a plans with YouTube. I would like it to pay me my hikes, to do more hikes, to go to more expensive places like Azores, for example. I would really like to visit Azores, but there are many which I would like to go, and I'm skipping them because it's just too expensive there to get there. So I'm planning to make some money on YouTube, at least to pay me those things, and one of those is a members section which I'm starting right now. They are 3 tiers. I will make a separate video about that, but basically you will get some special care from me if you subscribe, and the cheapest one is I think like €2, less than €2, and the most expensive will be like, I don't know, €25. And in each tier you will get different bonuses. In the lowest tier you will get videos sooner and some support and things like that. In highest tier or in higher tiers, I'm planning in here on Madeira movie to make behind the scenes movies. I will send the members paper postcards, personal postcards to their place, to their address if they will provide it. I will offer video calls where I can help you with gear or recommendations about hiking and all these things. So there will be several bonuses for subscribing. Still, my movies will be always for free. That will not change. Just there will be more content and more bonuses and more advantages for people who want to support me for going to different places and to make more and better movies. So see you on another hike, on another movie from another hike.